All right, it's Thursday, and it's time to see what new movies are coming out tomorrow and guess how they're going to do. There's about 4 movies with a bunch of other limited releases and 2 of the IMAX versions. The first one is The Kiss of the Spider-Woman, and then Roofman, Soul on Fire, Tron Ares. Kiss of the Spider-Woman is weird because I don't think it's a Spider-Man film from Roadside Attractions. I guess it would have been by Sony Pictures here. Roofman from Paramount, Soul on Fire from Sony, and Tron Ares from Walt Disney. This is the Rotten Tomatoes results for these movies. Oh, and then Soul on Fire also comes out tomorrow as well. So these are the movies they're doing. The first movie is this Kiss of the Spider-Woman, rated R, 2 hours and 8 minutes. Jennifer Lopez, Diego Luna. Looks kind of... Oh, yeah, there he is. That looks kind of interesting. I don't know. Could be cool, I guess. Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Valentine, a political prisoner, shares a cell with Melina, convicted for public indecency. An unlikely bond forms as Melina recounts a Hollywood musical plot starring Ingrid Luna. That was pretty cool. I mean, this could be Oscar-worthy, you know?
Stop being Latin. I'm sorry to break the news. Nobody sings in real life. Well, maybe.
Cool, yeah. 5.1 stars so far. Political drama, prison drama, musical. Diego Luna. Bill Condon wrote and directed it with Terrence McNally and Manuel Puig. For all the actors, Diego Luna, Jennifer Lopez. Cool. 5.1 stars so far. This review is 5 stars out of 10. Colorful and vibrant, but lethargic adaptation. He saw it at the film festival, Sundance Film Festival. The original Kiss of the Spider-Woman from 1985 is pretty good. While it does have its faults, it's an ambitious tale of romance, politics, and metafiction. Based on the musical version of Kiss of the Spider-Woman, this adaptation is a mixed bag for me. I appreciate several aspects as the camera work, the production designs, and a new direction approach from Bill Condon does for a grand and new upscale vision of the source material. Cool. Next one is 4 stars out of 10. I've always had a deep fondness for Hector Babenco's 1984 version, with Jennifer Lopez and Diego Luna, both artists I admire. In the cast of this new musical adaptation, my expectations were high. The truth is, this film, its budget, and the cultural legacy inherited from both the novel and the original movie were simply too big for Bill Condon to handle. There's a pervasive sense of unfinishedness hanging over the whole thing. Honestly, the moment they invited Matt Affleck to the premiere, it was clear where things were headed. No studio that truly believes it's in its film feels the need for such a clumsy PR stunt. What? Intriguing, timely remake. 1 out of star. Jeez. 1 star out of 10. 1? Oh my god. And then 10 out of 10. That's got to be from the studio. What a fantastic adaptation. Jeez. And then 1 star again. If you, come on, maybe, and then this one tried to be a little bit more, like, convincing and did 9 stars. One of the worst films I've ever seen. Oh, man. Well, okay, with those results, with these reviews in mind, I say that this film is going to flop. Maybe by surprise, it's going to actually do well with the musical aspect of it. Rated R for language, sexual content, and some violence. 2 hours, 8 minutes. No budget info. Well, with that in mind, like that, I'm going to say this movie's going to flop for sure. The second film is Roofman, rated R, 2 hours and 6 minutes. People are liking the 2-hour movies lately. This is with a bunch of people in it. Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, Lakeith Stanfield. The plot is a charismatic criminal, while on the run from the police, hides in a hidden space of a toy store. There he adopts a new identity and becomes involved with an employee, beginning a relationship as unlikely as it is risky. Based on the unbelievably true story, Roofman follows Jeffrey Manchester, played by Channing Tatum, an Army veteran and struggling father who turns to robbing McDonald's restaurants by cutting holes in their roofs, earning him the nickname Roofman. After escaping prison, he secretly lives inside a Toys R Us for for 6 months, surviving undetected while planning his next move. But when he falls for Lay, Kirsten Dunst, a divorced mom drawn to his undeniable charm. His double life begins to unravel, setting off a compelling and suspenseful game of cat and mouse as his past closes in. So now, if you know the real story and you're familiar with this guy, you know how it's going to end. So now it's a movie, so they have to come up with a new twist, right? Very rare do they take the twist from the documentary and use that. They usually change it, or they base it off of it, and then they make it more like thematic. So it's a dark comedy, biography, crime, drama, history, music, romance. 7.1 stars so far. Directed by Derek Cianfrance, or Cianfrance? I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's see what other movies he's made. Roofman, Exhibiting Forgiveness. His name is Ray. I know this much is true. Sound of Metal. Was it kind of highly rated? They're probably he might do well with that. Here's the rest of the cast: Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, Keith Stanfield, Tony what's his name? Tony Revolori. Oh yeah. Kirana Kuisk, Gabriella Chila, Alyssa Marie Pearson. No other known people. 7.1 stars. 8 stars. Miscreant on the Roof. Works best when it's at its wackiest. 6 stars. 8 stars. Unexpected Great Film. 10 stars. Career Best. Interesting. Good movie. Too long. See what why don't they just stick to these 1.5 hour movies? 30 minutes first act. Set everything up. Second act. Move everything into what's going on. Ticking time bomb. Third act, twist, round it up. We don't really need these 2-hour movies unless, like, this is so much. I mean, it is only 30 minutes extra, but I'm saying, like, you can feel the difference. And then there's probably no budget info, of course. Rated R for language, nudity, and brief sexuality. That's it. Nothing. Well, I don't know. It looks good, looks fun. If there's nothing else at the theater right now, it's going up against Tron Ares, though. So we'll see what the reviews are for that so far. Next one. I do say that movie, Roofman, will do well on its own. But if it's up against other movies, maybe not. This one is Soul on Fire, PG, 1 hour and 51 minutes. Should have just written 9 more minutes of stuff. They could have added a few minutes to every scene, made it 2 hours. Just every movie is 2 hours. After suffering an accident, a young boy ends up relying on his family, his faith in his community, and his fight for survival. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this is based off a real thing. William H. Macy from Shameless. Gregory Poirier, Sean McNamara. Oh, he did Reagan, Soul Surfer, The Miracle Season, True Spirit, Shadrach, Soul on Fire is coming up, Will to Win, Trinity, Romeo Kill Juliet, Millions, and Mohair. Here are all the actors in the movie: Devon Franklin, Maisie McLean, William H. Macy. Cool. A lot of people. And then let's see if there's probably no budget info, of course. Rated PG for thematic content, including burn injuries, some peril, and suggestive material. And no budget info. So I'm going to say that this one's probably going to flop, most likely. And then next is the Tron movie. I'll actually watch it, maybe.
Began. Man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered.
If you don't see this whole clip, it's because it got flagged and I had to cut it.
Am I alone? So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
Wow.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Hang on!
A malfunctioning program that wants to live. Why is that?
It's just a feeling.
Fascinating.
Well, that is pretty interesting. Man, that's gonna be really cool in theaters and on the big screen and big sound and everything. Well, this, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be successful. It's, you know what I mean, like, but it's like it'll be successful. You know what I mean, but like that successful. I bet you what could they say about it? They're gonna say like it's too predictable or something. 1 hour, 59 minutes, 2 hours again. PG-13. See, this movie might deserve the 2 hour runtime. A highly sophisticated program, Ares, is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission. 6.4 stars so far. Wow, that's a name. Joachim Roning. Written by Jesse Wigito, David DiGilio, and Steven Lisberger. God, this is some tough names. Jared Leto, Greta Lee, and Jeff Bridges from the first. Oh, he's been in the. He'll be, yeah, make not a cameo, but like a reprise. Jared Leto. Doesn't this guy have a lot of negative comments on him? If he's a cult leader, his cult will show up for this movie, right? His cult will be like a dedicated cult. There's some pictures from it. It's gonna be so beautiful. That's a good part. At least it's gonna look really good. Evan Peters, that's cool. Wow, who else? Hassan Minaj. That's the I keep getting him confused with Hassan Piker. I thought they're the same person for a while. And then I started seeing him. I'm like, oh, wait, what? This guy's a comedian. I think he lied about the anthrax dropping on the kid or whatever. Cameron Moynihan as a really in the back role. He got to play the Joker. Do you think he's going to be in the Batman Part 2? Cameron Moynihan gets to reprise his... Who did he play? Right? I think he was in it, right? Or no, he played... Maybe not. Maybe it was... Well, no, he didn't. It was somebody else. So he played Gotham. Yeah, he was the Joker guy. Yeah, he couldn't be called the Joker or something. Reign of Superman. Wow, he actually voiced Superboy. That's cool. Yeah, and Shameless DC Showcase. So he's... Wow. So then you think James Gunn will pick him to play someone, probably? He'll probably be cast as a character. I wonder who. Wow. A thing that I keep saying is all of these people have played Marvel characters or DC or superheroes. Joker, 2 different versions of Joker. Really interesting. Greta Lee, I don't know. Jeff Bridges, I forget who he played. Oh, he played Obadiah Stane. Evan Peters, Quicksilver. Soon, they're all going to have played a Marvel or a superhero. This is another who played the Joker. I mean, that's pretty funny. And it's got 6.3 stars so far. A visual triumph with a familiar flaw. What did I say? What do you think the flaw is going to be? Visually epic. Get on the grid. 7 stars. 7 stars. Stunning visuals. Visually stunning, but completely soulless. Maybe I should check out some of these. In anticipation of Tron Ares, I rewatched the original Tron and Tron Legacy. When I heard Jared Leto has been cast one of the leads, I was disappointed. He's never really delivered for me, with his Joker performance being the low point. Yes, the Suicide Squad from David Ayer is bad, but the one with Zack Snyder at the end was really cool because it wasn't that gangster Joker. It was like, and it wasn't even like the regular Joker. It was like another Joker from another timeline who seems to be almost more normal, not even crazy. Like a little more control on the psycho stuff. I liked the Zack Snyder Jared Leto Joker. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool because it was like he was like kind of intelligent and smart, but also like obviously out of his mind a little bit or weird. So I liked that. I mean, that was pretty cool for me. But yeah, the David Ayer one, that was weird. It was cool, but just weird. A gangster Joker. I don't know. It just didn't make sense. With the multiverse, yeah, maybe, you know, maybe some of there's like a gangster, like Yakuza Batman, right, or something. But like gangster Batman, gangster Superman, they should do that. They should do one where they're evil and they have their powers, but they don't wear superhero costumes. They're in the mob. There's like the Justice Mob or the Injustice Mob, and they're like, they just look like the Sopranos, but they have powers. They're like, you can't kill them. Like that'd be pretty cool. I think the mafia can run really fast and lift things up, and are invincible. And they're like, they take over the world. They'd be run by this mafia family and stuff. That would be pretty awesome. And maybe they turn and they kill each other. You know, like the Sopranos. That would be insane. This continues saying that, yeah, he was bummed about Jared Leto. Surprisingly, though, he impressed this time. He was convincing crowd and even held his own in scenes with Jeff Bridges. It seems, though, like this Jared Leto isn't the main character in a way. Like, he looks like he's a character who's going to become a character. Or I don't know, maybe it is about him, but I'm just saying. Like, it looks like at the beginning it starts as just like he's the AI program, and then he starts to become more aware, maybe. I don't know. That's what it looked like. And then what Tron Ares ultimately lacks, however, is soul. Unlike the previous films, I couldn't connect or empathize with any of the characters. What's left is a dazzling visual experience, absolutely worth seeing in IMAX 3D with a pulsing, energetic soundtrack. Huh. What would you have to do to connect with these characters? Maybe they need to have the dialogue is, you know, their thoughts about AI, which are what would be based off the fears from humans towards AI. Maybe that's what it needed. So the characters feel relatable, that they're worried too about the AI, maybe, or something. Or they take our fears or whatever, people who have fear of AI, take it and deconstruct it and kind of solve it for the viewer, and then change your mind while watching this and be like, oh, I see, AI isn't that big of a threat. Because like maybe this movie could have that, like a theme of AI fear, and this movie delves into that, and then the characters basically help us, you know, figure out a good answer for it. And then it says, but once the credits roll, you step out of the theater, it's completely forgettable. 5 out of 10 stars, a forgettable watch. 7 stars, visually appealing, lacking depth. Stunning visuals. Man. What? Like, it should be like, the villain would be like AI regulation, wouldn't it? The villain would be AI regulation, and if the main character is AI and Maybe the AI becomes sympathetic to humans and says, okay, we won't do everything for you. We'll lead you to the answer. But like, if you want us to make a document for you, the AI will say, how about you open a Word document, do it, and I'll walk you through it. And you have to actually type it, but it'll tell you what to do, right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe that. I don't know. And then, what else? Visually epic, get on the grid. 3 out of 10 stars. A lot wrong, and I'm sad to say it. I don't want to read that one. 7 out of 10 stars. Lead actress is awful, bad at casting, but overall movie's okay. Is it longest music video ever? So it's 9 Inch Nails a lot. So they must have scored the whole movie basically or something. Okay, well that like is the end of all of the new movies that are coming out. Yeah, I don't know. I think Tron will do the best. Then Roofman. And then Kiss of the Spider-Woman. See, I wonder how it's going to do against all these movies. It's a Disney movie. It's definitely... It's going to dethrone... It's going to push all these down. What do you... like, it has to, right? It's obviously going to do better than Smash Machine. One battle after another. Maybe 30 million for Tron Ares. It has to do over 50, 60. I wonder. It's going to... And then by Monday, though, I wonder how much it's going to make. 80 million? I keep saying 100 million. I don't know why. 50 million, I guess. There's no budget for it, though. I don't know. I'm going to assume that it's like $100 million movie, right? From Disney. Do they make anything that's less than that? And that's all the movies that are going to come out tomorrow. We'll check back Monday and see how they did.